So very good day, guys. So of the urinary system. So there are the three slides. First one is the kidney. The second will be the ureter and then urinary bladder. So here I have mounted on the microscope the slide of the kidney. So you can see here some cross section of the tubules. So as we know, the kidney is consisting of the cortex and the medulla. Outermost covering is known as the capsule. Okay. So you can see here these are the surrounding tissue and the outermost covering is known as the capsule. You can see these are the capsule. There is the capsule on the outermost layer. Got it? Then the outermost part of the kidney is cortex. So this is the peripheral part or the outer part that is known as the cortex. I am moving around the cortex of the kidney, the cortical area. Okay, and the inner part will be the medulla. ये दूसरे साइड का cortex है, another part side. Okay, so we have moved around the outer part, that is the cortex. Then the inner part is known as the medulla. You can see here some tubule structure which are longitudinally cut or obliquely cut, so that is the medulla. Okay. So what we'll find in the cortex. तो दिख रहा तुमको cortex है, ठीक है? So as we know, the building unit of any kidney is nephron. So now we have so many times learned about the nephrons. So nephron is starting from the glomerular corpuscle. So it is consisting of the glomerulus, which is the network of the capillary, and covered by the Bowman's capsule. Okay, so you can see here the darker structure covered by the or surrounded by the empty space, narrow empty space. Okay, the circular narrow empty space. So this structure together known as the glomerular corpuscle, which is having the core of the glomerular capillary network. You can see here glomerulus and surrounded by the renal space. So this space surrounding the glomerulus is known as the renal space, and that renal space is surrounded by the squamous cell, single layer of the squamous cell. So this is known as the Bowman's capsule. So Bowman's capsule is actually enclosing this renal space in the parietal layer. So this is having the visceral layer and the parietal layer of the Bowman's capsule. तो जो parietal layer रहता है ये यहाँ पेरीफेरी में रहेगा renal space के. Got it? So that is consisting of the flattened cell or squamous cell. They are just forming the. Why this renal space is there? Because when from the glomerular or capillary pole, the afferent arteriole is entering here to break into the glomerular capillary network. Okay, so there is the formation of the filtrate from the glomerulus, the capillary endothelium, basement membrane, then foot plates of the fluid process of these visceral cells, and the filtrates are entering into the renal space in the form of the glomerular filtrate. Okay, so this was about the glomerular corpuscle. Then if I will try to show you at the posterior end of the glomerular corpuscle, this renal space will continue with proximal convoluted tubule at the neck. Okay. To that end, the posterior end where the proximal convoluted tubule is starting, that is known as the tubal pole. So if I will try to show here, it is the tubal pole here. So from here, the glomerular filtrates are entering into the proximal convoluted tubule, that is PCT. Okay. So here you can see surrounding this glomerular corpuscle, some tubules are very clear, but some tubules are filled with some eosinophilic structures. तो why is that like this? अभी ये देखो, ये वाला थोड़ा लंबा दिख रहा है यहाँ पे, longitudinal. Here, so you can see there the dotted appearance inside their lumen. So why? Because the proximal convoluted tubule, okay, the proximal convoluted tubules which are starting from tubal pole of the glomerular corpuscle, these are consisting of the cuboidal cells which are having the brush border area. Why brush border? Because they are having on their apical surfaces the microcuboidal cells which are having the brush border area. Why brush border? Because they are having on their apical surfaces the microvilli, the long microvilli. Why the microvilli present in the proximal convoluted tubule? Because for they are having the function of reabsorption of the water from the glomerular filtrate. Okay? So about 60% of the water from the glomerular filtrate are reabsorbed again in the normal population or normal individual. So this 60% is reabsorbed through the microvilli. Okay? So these microvilli are almost filling the lumen of the PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. Therefore, they are having the appearance of this dotted appearance or brush border appearance. Okay? And the rest other, if you can see the same lumen size, almost same lumen size, are having this tubules. These are the distal convoluted tubule. ये जो थोड़ा क्लियर लुमेन मिल गया तुमको तो समझ लो अगर वही साइज करेगा तो दैट इज द डिस्टल कॉन्वोल्यूटेड ट्यूब्यूल. ठीक है. अब ये डॉटेड अपीयरेंस दिख रहा है यहाँ पे दिस वन. तो दिस इज ऑल्सो प्रॉक्सिमल कॉन्वोल्यूटेड ट्यूब्यूल. ठीक है. डिफरेंस समझ में आ रहा है. जहाँ पे ज्यादा क्लियर मिलेगा लाइक दिस इज distal convoluted tubule, but in between the distal and proximal convoluted tubule you can see the circular and smaller lumen. This one जो कैसा छोटा छोटा दिख रहा है. So these are the ascending descending limbs of the loop of the inlay, right? So you can differentiate it very easily. जो larger lumen है या तो DCT रहेगा या PCT रहेगा, and depending on the presence of the dotted appearance, that is the microvilli, you can identify the differentiate between proximal and distal convoluted tubule, and in between them smaller circular lumens are the limbs of the ascending and descending limbs of the loop of Henle. Got it, guys? Very good. And in between them, there will be the thin network of or the straight vessels. Okay? That is the peritubular capillary network. So we'll try to see. So this was under the low power, that is 10x. So under high power, so this is the glomerular capillary network, renal space. They are surrounded by the of the Bowman's capsule. Okay. this one, and this is the proximal convoluted tubule. You can see they are filled with the dotted materials due to the presence of the cuboidal cells having the microvilli. The more clear cells lumens you can see here. These are the distal convoluted tubule. Okay, so they are not having the microvilli in the distal convoluted tubule. And the smaller circular tubules, you can see the section of the tubules. These are the thin and thick and ascending and descending limbs of the loop of Henle, renal loop. Okay, so this is the section at the cortical level. Now we will move to the low power of the medulla. यहाँ पे तुम्हारा मेडुला आ गया. This one. So what will you see here in medulla? So from the distal convoluted tubule, the collecting tubules are arising. Okay? Means the distal convoluted tubules are draining their urine into the collecting tubules. That is the last part of each nephron. And all these collecting tubules are joining to form the larger ducts or straight duct that is known as the collecting duct. So collecting tubules, then collecting duct. So all that those are running up to the tips of the medullary pyramid or apex of the apical part of the medullary pyramid to empty into the minor calyces. Right? So here we can see that the collecting tubules are lined with the epithelium, that is cuboidal epithelium, and having the diameter of around 40 micron. Those cells of this converging collecting ducts are also more columnar here. Here you can see this is the जो बड़ा वाला जो दिखेगा ना यहाँ पे जो लंबा सा दिखेगा तो वो समझ जाना कि ये कलेक्टिंग डक्ट है. तो दीज आर हैविंग द कॉलमनार सेल्स और उनके बीच में जो स्मॉलर पार्ट दिख रहे हैं ये आर दी कलेक्टिंग ट्यूब्यूल्स. तो दिस कलेक्टिंग ट्यूब्यूल्स आर अराइविंग फ्रॉम द, अब ये जो दिख रहा है यहाँ पे स्मॉलर ट्यूब्यूल, तो दे आर distal convoluted tubules which are entering into this distal convoluted tubule entering into the or connecting to the collecting tubules, and these collecting tubules are emptying into the larger collecting duct. So we can see under high power also. So if you can see here, see the collecting duct. And they are draining the collecting tubules, smaller collecting tubules here. Here. You can also see there are the interstitial tissue between the ducts. So there are the vasa recta. अब यहाँ तो नहीं दिखे देते clear, but they are having the blood vessels, vasa recta, which are helping in the concentrating the urine. Okay, so more and more absorption of the solutes and the water, so that urine will be more concentrated, so that less dehydration will take place. They are very helpful in the condition of the dehydration. Okay, so you can see these are the interstitial tissue in between the duct forming the interstitial part of the kidney. Okay. अच्छा, this is the cross section of all these the ducts. ठीक है, जो larger circle दिख रहे हैं, the larger circle are the collecting duct और जो smaller दिख रहा है these are the collecting tubules. Fine. तो भी देख लेते हैं अंडर हाई पावर। यहाँ पे एकदम क्लियर हो रहा है, लार्जर कलेक्टिंग डक्ट is at the, so this collecting duct are also known as the duct of the Bellini. Okay, so these ducts of Bellini to see under low power here longitudinal section में, so they are forming the column like structure known as the column of the fine. So thank you very much, goodbye.